first edition of EJUS Salesian University Electronic Games is synonymous with success. There are lots of young people playing this e-games, and players that gets the highest score in every game played will be the championed and rewarded. With the theme Fraternity and Life, Give and Commitment, the Diocesan Youth Sector held Sunday, October 25th, National Youth Day 2020 (DNJ). This year, the event was online due to the prevention standards of COVID-19 and integrated the Dioceses of Hughes de Fora y Leopoldina. A mass at the Basilica Cathedral of Nossa Senhora do Pilar ended the schedule. Radio Salesian team has successfully completed 25 episodes of Salesian News South Asia weekly podcast 7th November 2020. The show is broadcast on Monday at 9 a.m. on Radio Salesian 90.8 FM as well as on web radio app Listen to My Radio. The Radio Salesian podcast team consists of RJ Brian Kerr in Shillong, Father C.M. Paul in Sonata and tech team leader Father P.T. Joseph in Chennai. Don Bosco, Chandur, 9th November 2020. The Vocational Guidance Commission meet began with the theme, Vacation is the Crown of Youth Ministry, to review the vocational guidance and its SEPP. It is to understand and deepen the animation program of the Dimension. Father Karunaraj Gabriel SDB, National Delegate for Vocational Dimension and National Coordinator JPN. Father Thomas Santiago SDB, Vice Provincial, the Delegate for Youth Ministry of the Province of St. Joseph, Hyderabad. Father Rayulu Sarat Paris SDB, INH, Delegate for Vocational Guidance Dimension. The members of the Commission, Father Belamkonda Sudhakar SDB, Father Kalu Kula Rajesh, Father Anil Malavarapu SDB and Father Ramanedi Balaraju, the Rector, were present for the meeting. Word with Us is a humble effort of Don Bosco Publishing House of the Province of St. Joseph, Hyderabad, to make its contribution to the ministry of the Word, making the presence of the incarnate Word felt concretely in and through the daily Eucharistic celebration, where the Word comes alive, enlivening the faith of every disciple of Christ. With almost a decade-long history in the ministry of the Word in Telugu, the Don Bosco Publishing House now steps into the English-speaking world. The Bible Diary is scheduled to be released in the 4th week of November 2020. Tibetan spiritual leader the Dalai Lama has lauded a Salesian priest book on the history of the Catholic Church in Tibet. His Holiness was very interested to know the history of the missionaries to Tibet and the hazardous journeys and experiences they endured crossing the difficult terrains of Tibet, says an email letter from the Dalai Lama's secretary Chime R. Chiokyapa to Father Tommy Augustine, Rector of Salesian College in Sonata, West Bengal. The book, Cross on the Roof, A Brief History of the Catholic Church in Tibet and Nepal, was authored by Salesian Father George Thirumala Chalil. It was published by the Salesian College in Sonada, West Bengal in collaboration with the Nepal Don Bosco Society, Kathmandu. The Department of Political Science, Sociology and BSW in collaboration with Salesian College Sonada IQAC organized Logroi Memorial Lecture on Refugee Crisis in Asia with special reference to Rohingya refugees on 7th November 2020 through the online platform Google Meet. 122 participants attended the online lecture jointly convened by Mr. Samip Sinchuri, Mr. Pawan Rai and Mrs. Sumina Chetri. Rector of Salesian College, Sonada, Father Dr. Tommy Augustine, inaugurated the webinar along with senior most faculty and former Dean, Father A.U. Thomas, former Vice Principal and Director of Radio Salesian, Father C.M. Paul, and Vice Principal, Brother P.A. Jose, who lit the ceremonial lamp. The resource person for the memorial lecture was Salesian College Sonada alumnus and a student of Father Logroi, Mr. Francis Scaria Palakil, International Civil Servant and United Nations High Commissioner for Refugees and Regional Human Resource Officer based in Bangkok, Thailand. The speaker, Mr. Palkil, highlighted the plight of refugees worldwide, distinguishing them from homeless people and migrants. He also highlighted the plight of the Rohingya refugees from Myanmar who are currently sheltered in refugee camps in Cox's Bazar, Bangladesh. Salesian alumnus' daughter wins Miss Universe Australia pageant. The Indian origin Maria Thatil was crowned as Miss Universe Australia 2020 in the first virtual pageant event of Australia. In the recently concluded pageant, a total of 26 candidates participated, out of which top 5 were accoladed with different titles. Maria Thatil is a 27-year-old Indian origin beauty and fashion influencer. Her South Indian parents shifted from Calcutta to Melbourne before she was born. Her dad, Antony Thatil, a Salesian College Sanada alumnus of 1977 batch, migrated to Australia in the late 1980s. It has been already 10 years since the parish rector and members of the Parish Council of Mary Help of Christians Church in Bangkok have been ministering to people behind bars. This mission is part of the pastoral plan of the church and is a work of mercy which is being done continuously every month. Twelve priests were enlisted to aesthetically communicate the gospel using media during a social communication workshop held from 8 to 11 November at the Venkage Institute program held at Kefamo Conference Center, Goroka. The workshop was facilitated by Father Ambrose Pereira, Social Communications Commission Secretary for CBCP-NGSI, and Rosemary Yambund, SOCOM media personnel. The participants were priests from the dioceses of Goroka, Kerema, Mendi, Mount Hagen, Vanimo and Vabak. So viewers, that is all we have for you today. See you again tomorrow at the same time and in the same channel. Thank you for joining us.